you. And next we have the sound reports. It's good to know where do we stand as speakers and how have we conducted ourselves. So may I invite the table topic evaluator to present your thoughts on the table topic speeches.
Hello everyone, this is Sumi. Nice to meet you. Today I will be taking the table topic evaluator role, and I will start with the table topic master himself, Cohen. So Cohen, good job. You have a very good voice and a very good laugh. Your laugh is very memorable. I don't think I'll forget it. Your questions were very interesting. I couldn't really pinpoint a particular topic that could group together your questions, but all of them were very, very interesting. And I would say that every single one of the questions had a bit of challenge in them, which is just what we're looking for table topics. So good job. And you also, and before I move on to the speakers, also wanted to add that Cohen did a very fantastic job at explaining the ground rules of table topics, how much time each speaker can have and what they should be doing once they are chosen. So great job again. And I will move on to evaluating the table topic speakers themselves, starting with Ali. Ali, I must apologize. I was slightly not connected well at the very beginning of your speech, so I missed quite a portion of it. But I remember you started off with sharing some personal information like your age, etc. Your question was, what would you be if you could completely reinvent yourself in terms of a job? That's a hard question, and I thought you did it pretty well. And you shared your story, and your answer to that was you would like to work in education. One feedback that I wanted to give you was that you did answer the question, but when it could be because of my connection issue, but I couldn't really see the buildup of the story. So maybe next time when you get to speak again, maybe you can work a little bit more on building it up so that at the end, when you hit the conclusion, we can all fully understand where you're going with this. So, but anyway, thank you very much. And second speaker, Joyce. Joyce, you are a new member to our club as well, and thank you very much for volunteering. You share with us a very personal story, a very strong story of who you would like to invite on your late night show, your grandfather. I think that was a very touching story, and you shared with us about his story of being in a more or less fortunate situations, and it was very, very engaging. Some comments about presenting on Zoom, which I also do, I realize, is me and you, I think we both have a tendency to flutter our eyes and look into different directions. This is something that I noticed, and also this is also a comment that I personally received. So let's work on this aspect together when it comes to Zoom meetings. Other than that, good job. And now I will move on to third speaker, Jessica. The silliest thing that you're good at. Wow, what a question. I was trying to come up with my own answer. I couldn't find any, and your story was so interesting. You 300 hours of clowning, amazing clown class. And I loved how you started your speech with a lot of use of description of you in Barcelona, in public transportation. And you really built up on your story very well. And your story was very well connected, and it had a very strong ending and throughout your story, you had a fantastic energy. So I am sorry that I don't have any suggestions for you, but my only I wanted to conclude by saying that we all loved your story. So very, very good. And moving on to fourth speaker, Shobha, another new member from our club. So thank you so much for volunteering. your question was the worst piece of advice which was given. If I'm personally, if I'm asked a question like this, I would really struggle. And I could see that at the beginning, you were also trying to figure out what to say. I think you took about a bit less than 10 minutes to come up with something that you wanted to say. And you started off by saying, oh, actually, I don't really like to take advice, which is good. And you gave, and then you decided to talk about the advice, which is do not walk under the ladder, which I guess kind of works as an advice, but throughout your speech, I was like, isn't that more of a superstition? But it is completely fine. I thought that was a very good choice. My only advice is, again, this is something I also should work out for, use of You had a little bit too many of ums throughout your speech, so let's work on this together. Okay, thank you. And the last speaker, Bharat. Bharat, your question was, if you're a car, which brand and model? And of course, you went for the answer that everybody had in their head, which was a Tesla. Sexy and successful Tesla. And you gave out 3 reasons to why you wanted to become a Tesla. Something that I picked up along your speech is that you started to give out 3 reasons when the time was already at green. So I think given that table topic is quite short, you could get to your point a little bit quicker. And your 3 reasons, which you give out as carbon footprint, aiming high, and the third point, which I think was that it was expensive. I think the second and the third point got a little bit mixed up during your speech, but you stayed within the time limit and you gave out your 3 points. So I guess that works. That is it. Oh, sorry. One last point. During your speech, I saw that your phone was moving, which was a little bit distracting. So that maybe that's something you can look out for next time when we do a Zoom meeting. That is it for me. Thank you very much, everybody.